we are reminded that in the fleeting time we have on this earth, what matters is not wealth, or status, or power, or fame, but rather how well we have loved and what small part we have played in making the lives of other people better. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. Keep exploring. Keep dreaming. Keep asking why. Don't settle for what you already know. Never stop believing in the power of your ideas, your imagination, your hard work to change the world. You can't let your failures define you. You have to let your failures teach you. When times get tough, we don't give up. We get up. Change is never easy, but always possible. When ignorant folks want to advertise their ignorance, you don't really have to do anything. You just let them talk. You can't always come up with the optimal solution, but you can usually come up with a better solution. If poverty is a disease that infects the entire community in the form of unemployment and violence, failing schools and broken homes, then we can't just treat those symptoms in isolation. We have to heal that entire community. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. I do that every day. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength. It shows you have the courage to admit when you don't know something and to learn something new. Fear, uncertainty, and discomfort are your compasses toward growth. If you run, you stand a chance of losing. But if you don't run, you've already lost. Greatness is never free, it must be earned. If somebody is different from you, that's not something you criticize. That's something that you appreciate. Just because we have the best hammer does not mean that every problem is a nail. My job to the Muslim world is to communicate that the Americans are not your enemy. We sometimes make mistakes. We have not been perfect. The best way to not feel hopeless is to get up and do something. Don't wait for good things to happen to you. If you go out and make some good things happen, you will fill the world with hope. You will fill yourself with hope. Hope is not blind optimism. It's not ignoring the enormity of the task ahead or the roadblocks that stand in our path. It's not sitting on the sidelines or shirking from a fight. Hope is that thing inside us that insists, despite all evidence to the contrary, that something better awaits us if we have the courage to reach for it, and to work for it, and to fight for it. Hope is the belief that destiny will not be written for us, but by us, by the men and women who are not content to settle for the world as it is, who have the courage to remake the world as it should be. Every single one of you has something you're good at. Every single one of you has something to offer. And you have a responsibility to yourself to discover what that is. That's the opportunity an education can provide. The study of geography is about more than just memorizing places on a map. It's about understanding the complexity of our world, appreciating the diversity of cultures that exists across continents. And in the end, it's about using all that knowledge to help bridge divides and bring people together. Our destiny is not written for us, but by us. Don't just get involved. Fight for your seat at the table. Better yet, fight for a seat at the head of the table. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep walking, eventually you'll make progress. Don't shortchange the future because of fear in the present. Fighting for what you think is right is always worth it. Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference.